Hi, my name is Stevie,
And I'm Maverick.
and we're part of the Pub Navigator team under Dr. Mariquin Flores and Dr. Lemary. So today we're going to be talking about how we can use Pub Navigator to support the development of science process skills in undergraduate students. So what is Pub Navigator? Pub Navigator is a science communication platform that shares the findings of peer-reviewed research using accessible language. So all Pub Navigator articles are written at a 12th grade reading level or below, so that everyone can understand them. And the mission is to improve science literacy by making scientific research more accessible. And the vision is to make science more approachable, increase science appreciation, and promote science identity. And right now, there are 30 Pub Navigator articles on the website.
So, what are our goals for the research? So, we wanted to explore Pub Navigator as an undergraduate teaching tool. So, getting students introduced to primary literature at a lower level so that when they reach primary literature, they're not completely lost. And we wanted to understand the capacity of Pub Navigator to support the development of science process skills through science reasoning and reading engagement. So, as they get practice with the Pub Navigator articles, students would get better at discussing science, arguing what's right or wrong, things like that. So, how did we use Pub Navigator in the classrooms? So, we picked an introductory course in biology and asked that they read 3 Pub Navigator articles, which are the ones that you see below. And then students would, after they had read them, they would take those articles onto an online discussion forum and then argue and discuss with each other about the articles. So each of these 3 articles was relevant to the content that they were teaching in class. So they were about ecology and evolution. And after the students had discussed, we took those forums and took them and transcribed them so that we could code them. And we coded them individually first, and then we began to consensus code them all together as a team. And so we started with this one on the right, which was the 3rd article that the students had read, which we thought would give them the most practice. And by the time that they had reached the 3rd article, they were discussing far better than they were at the beginning. And so it was most helpful for us when we were building our code book. We have completely finished coding for this turtle article you see here. And we have begun consensus coding for the B article you see in the center. And we are individually coding for the cricket article you see on the left. So what we used your funds for was to help us with our qualitative coding. We used the money to buy this Delve qualitative analysis software, which was just a really easy way that we could use qualitative coding tools. We purchased an annual subscription for the lead researcher, Dr. Mariquin Flores, and a monthly subscription for undergraduate researchers because we go home during times like Christmas or summer.
All right, so part of our project has been analyzing reasoning and argumentation skills as a measure of a student's scientific process skills. So this graph is about the number of students who make correct statements. And as you can see, students who use more high support tend to have more correct arguments than students who use no support. So students who use high support use more than one form of evidence, and then students who use no support don't have any forms of evidence. And we will continue to make graphs such as these to see how students improve their science processing skills over time as we look at their responses to different articles. And Maverick and I will be presenting our findings at the university undergraduate research conference, and we're hoping to publish those and get those out there. So for our experiences, this is my first time doing research and working in a lab, and it's been a really rewarding experience so far. I've learned a lot about research. I've also learned how to collaborate with people and work as a team, and everybody's really friendly and really helpful. And so if I ever have a question or need to work on something with somebody, everyone's always there to help out.
Well, this isn't my first time doing undergraduate research, but it's definitely my first time doing undergraduate research in biology and especially education. And so it's been a great experience to be able to work with people that really know what they're doing and that are really willing to help you learn things like coding in R, which can be a very difficult process. So once again, we would like to thank you for helping us reach our research goals, because it's not only helping us with our experiences and working on our own skills, but it's also making a broader impact on students in the nation.
Okay, thank you for watching our presentation.